Some games hook you the second you start playing. Every minute feels worth it, and every dollar feels well spent. These are the games that remind us why we love gaming. Here are the 20 perfect games easily worth every penny. Dead Space Remake is one of those games that totally earns its price tag. From the moment you walk through the halls of the Ishimura, it's clear this isn't just a quick upgrade. It's a full rebuild done with real care. It's worth every dollar because it takes what worked in the original and makes it better without breaking what fans loved. The story stays familiar, but the presentation feels fresh, the combat tighter, and the zero-gravity sections are way more immersive now. You can tell the developers went all in on making it feel modern while keeping the same intense atmosphere. The gameplay hits hard too. Dismembering enemies still feels strategic and satisfying, and the sound design keeps you tense even when nothing's happening. For anyone who likes horror done right and built with detail, Dead Space Remake is absolutely worth the money.
Isaac Clarke.
What have you got, Isaac?
Half the Ishimura's in the red. Engines, hull, the tramps.
Can you handle it alone?
Fix the centrifuge. Get the fuel running.
This is Senior Medical Officer Nicole Brennan. Medical is overwhelmed. We need help.
This transformation, it's remarkable.
Well, ain't that something? Was it you, Higgs? Huh? Was it you that killed Lou? You still don't know, do you?
Death Stranding 2 is one of those games where the full price feels totally justified. From the moment you jump in, you know you're in for something unique. You'll be hauling cargoes and dealing with supernatural stuff that keeps things unpredictable. It's worth every penny because it gets ambitious and actually follows through. The setup is massive. Different worlds, bizarre creatures, long-range travel, and surprising moments that make you stop and think new things. The more you dig in, the more you discover. And the gameplay? It's smoother and deeper than ever. Moving through the terrain, using tools, managing your gear, it all works well. The shifts between tech, exploration, and action keep things interesting without getting overwhelming. If you're into games that feel more like experiences, Death Stranding 2 is worth the money.
Lord Rosfield, I've been looking for you for a very long time.
I'll tear you apart with my bare hands!
Try it.
Now die!
You're not the only one who's seen their world fall apart around them. I thought I was ready for this.
I know, but we will face it together.
We were talking.
Let's shut him up. I am a shield of Rosaria, and I will do my duty. Come on, Ifrit. Show us your true power.
The world of Final Fantasy XVI feels massive and dramatic in all the right ways. From the first few hours, it throws you into huge battles, emotional cutscenes, and a world that feels like a mix between fantasy and political drama. The story doesn't waste time. It pulls you in with strong characters and visuals that make it hard to put the controller down. It's worth the money because it's a complete experience. The campaign is long, the characters are well written, and the production quality is off the charts. You can tell the developers went all in, from the voice acting and music to the boss fights that look like massive icon battles ripped from an anime finale. If you want a single-player RPG that looks amazing, plays smoothly, and feels like an event every time you sit down to play, Final Fantasy XVI is absolutely worth every penny. Kena: Bridge of Spirits is one of those rare games that makes you feel like every penny was well spent. From the moment Kena steps into the mountain village, you can tell this isn't just another action-adventure, from the glowing forests to the tiny rot creatures that follow you around. It's got that cozy adventure vibe mixed with a bit of challenge that keeps things fun. It's easy to say this game is worth every penny. You're getting a full, polished experience. Great visuals, smooth combat, and a story that actually hits emotionally without dragging on. It's not the longest game out there, but it's packed with enough moments and detail that it never feels like a waste of time or money. The combat's simple but satisfying. Swinging your staff, shooting the bow, and using your rot abilities to solve puzzles or help in fights, it all clicks together naturally.
Why are you here? You pretend to care for the spirit, but really, you only serve yourself. A samurai, bound to uphold a code, to live, fight, and die with honor. If you stray from this path, what will you become? A storm is coming.
Jin! Come on, Jin!
Ghost of Tsushima is one of those games that feels totally worth your money the moment you start playing. It's not just the visuals, though the island looks incredible, it's how everything fits together. The sword fights are smooth, and the story keeps you hooked without dragging things out. You can ride across a field of golden grass or stop for a duel. What makes it such a good buy is how much it gives you without wasting your time. The main story is strong, but there's also tons of side content that actually feels meaningful. You can explore shrines, find haikus, free villages, or just wander, and it all adds to the world instead of feeling like filler. If you want a game that looks amazing, plays great, and gives you hours of quality time without ever getting boring, Ghost of Tsushima is easily worth every penny. Split Fiction is the kind of co-op game that makes you glad you dropped full price. You'll dive in with a friend, and this game doesn't just rely on the usual co-op tropes. It throws you into worlds that shift from sci-fi cities to fantasy forests, asks you to adapt together, and keeps things visually wild without feeling chaotic. What really sells this game for its price is how much fun you actually get with someone else. The developers clearly made this with two-player chaos in mind. Timing, teaming up, reacting to each other, it all feels smooth and made for shared moments. And the Friends Pass feature? Big win. You can pull in a buddy who doesn't even own the game and still experience it together. Split Fiction doesn't need to be the biggest game in the world to be worth your money. It just needs to keep you smiling from start to finish. And that's exactly what it does.
So you want to go through more of your crazy stories?
My crazy stories. But how are we supposed to get out of here if we don't start to trust each other? I don't need your trust.
Well, I kind of need yours.
2, 1, go!
I took inspiration for this story from when me and my sister were younger.
Look at all of this. It's amazing. I base the story around my dad. All I can do is write this silly story. Oh, we'll face it together. We got this.
Yeah. Follow my lead.
Are you for real, Zoe?
I wrote it when I was a kid.
What sort of devil child were you?
Hands above your head.
What now?
Ah!
can tell you this. If there is any hope of surviving, we must stand against the darkness.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor delivers exactly what you hope for when you spend full price on a game like this. It's got bigger environments than the last game, more combos with the lightsaber, and a story that digs deeper without bogging you down. You feel like a Jedi from start to finish, powerful enough to make a difference, but still working for it. This game gives you plenty to sink into. From the main quest to side stuff and exploring new planets, you're getting hours and hours of real gameplay. What's nice is that wandering around isn't just filler. The world is packed with detail, hidden corners, and things you'll want to come back to. Combat stands out too. You're not just mashing buttons. The way the game handles lightsaber moves, force powers, and enemy tactics keeps you on your toes. When you get into a flow, it feels awesome. Atomic Heart is one of those games that surprises you the more you play. You start off exploring a clean, futuristic Soviet facility, and pretty quickly realize everything's gone off the rails. Robots are turning violent, machines talk back, and the whole place feels eerie in the best way. It's worth every penny because there's a lot of game here. The combat feels punchy, the powers are fun to mix with your weapons, and the world is packed with stuff to find if you like exploring. You can stick to the main story or wander off and mess around with puzzles and side areas. Either way, it feels like time well spent. The story isn't loud about it either. You pick up clues, backtrack a bit, figure things out. It all adds up in a way that makes you feel like you're part of the mystery. Atomic Heart easily earns its spot as money well spent.
Who are you?
Xena. Granny Xena.
South, the whole world might end. Get the fuck off me!
Persona 5 Royal is one of those games you'll keep going back to, and honestly, it's totally worth spending full price. You're not just getting a long RPG, you're getting something with style and serious depth. The extra content in the Royal Edition gives you more story, and gameplay that feel more polished and satisfying than just a rehash. Playing it feels great. You'll balance everyday life, going to school, making friends, spending your time wisely. And then you dive into wild, stylish, turn-based fights that have strategy and a lot of personality. What makes it stand out is how you can sink hours into it and still feel like you're discovering something new. The story's big, but the side stuff and social links add weight. You're not just grinding, you're building relationships and living in the world.
All those people cheering before, it's like a total reversal now. How could they be like this?
I fled from the truth. I'm sorry.
There's no justice in granting people's wishes as you see fit.
I'll be the one to decide what's right for me. I won't ditch everyone else to save my own ass.
Such is the code of the Phantom Thieves.
Stray is one of those games that sticks with you for how simple yet creative it is. You play as a stray cat lost in a strange underground city run by robots, and it's honestly one of the most unique setups out there. It's worth every penny because of how well it's made. The visuals are gorgeous, the sound design nails that lonely atmosphere, and the pacing feels right, not too short, not dragged out. You can finish it in a few sittings and still walk away feeling like you got a complete story. The best part is how natural it feels to play. Jumping across rooftops, meowing for attention, solving small puzzles with your little drone buddy, it all clicks. It's simple, but that simplicity is what makes it special. Stray doesn't try to be loud or massive, it's just thoughtful and different. If you want something relaxing, this one's easily worth the money. Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection hits the sweet spot between blockbuster adventure and full-value gaming. You're getting two incredible games, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, and Uncharted The Lost Legacy, all remastered and packed into one collection. If you've been thinking about whether it's worth buying, the answer leans heavily towards yes. What makes it worth a full-price purchase is how complete it feels. There's the main campaign's big-budget moments, side paths, secrets, and exploration that genuinely reward you. You're not just running through a linear track, there's space to breathe, to look around, and to uncover the little bits. And because you're getting two games, you get more story and more gameplay variety for what you spend. If you're looking for an action-adventure that delivers on story and value in one go, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection checks every box.
The Tusk of Ganesh? Now that's not an easy fight.
Last I checked, we're all a bunch of thieves digging around where we shouldn't.
Hang on! Oh, crap!
Everyone obsessed with his treasure gets what they deserve.
Are you ready to seek your fortune?
Demon's Souls Remake is one of those games that really feels worth the full price. It's a remake done right. Everything from the visuals to the sound design has been completely rebuilt, but it still keeps that tough, tense vibe the original was known for. What makes it worth the money is how polished it is. The game runs smoothly, the animations are crisp, and the combat feels incredibly solid. It's not easy, far from it, but every boss you beat feels like a real achievement. You learn through trial and error, and that's part of what makes it satisfying. Even if you never played the original, this version stands on its own as one of the best-looking and most complete next-gen experiences out there. Demon's Souls Remake doesn't waste your time or your cash. It gives you a full experience that keeps challenging you all the way through. Far Cry 5 is one of those open-world games that feels fun right away. You're dropped into Hope County, Montana, a quiet, rural place taken over by a violent cult, and it's up to you to fight back however you want. You can sneak through forests, go in guns blazing, or even let chaos unfold with NPC allies and wildlife doing their own thing. It's the kind of world that's just fun to mess around in. It's worth the money because it gives you freedom without feeling empty. The map is huge, but everywhere you go has something happening. Crazy shootouts, hidden bunkers, or side characters that pull you into unexpected missions. You never run out of things to do, and the pacing makes it easy to just keep exploring. If you like open-world games that don't take themselves too seriously and give you plenty of freedom to go wild, Far Cry 5 is easily worth every penny.
Upon us! I shall lead you to the gate! For you are my children, and I am your father!
It Takes Two is the kind of co-op game that just nails it from start to finish. You and a friend play as Cody and May, a couple turned into dolls who have to work together through all kinds of creative, chaotic levels. Every area throws something new at you, puzzles, crazy boss fights, and it somehow never gets repetitive. It's totally worth the money because it's packed with variety. Every chapter changes the gameplay style, the mechanics, and even the tone. One minute you're snowboarding down a frozen hill, the next you're flying a squirrel plane or using magnets to solve puzzles. And since only one person needs to own the game thanks to the Friend Pass, you're already getting double the value. It Takes Two is easily one of the best co-op games out there, and absolutely worth every penny.
Man, what happened to my greenhouse?
Terrible.
That is what happens when you abandon your passion. It gets infected.
Wait a minute. You used my chessboard to build your toy castle.
Yeah, so what? You never use it anymore?
Because I don't have the time.
But now you can control time.
Come on, Cody! Over here!
May, look, it's your old binoculars.
Oh no. What's the matter with us?
All I know is that Rose sat down there with her dolls, and then you two came alive.
Rise of the Tomb Raider is the kind of game that makes paying full price feel totally worth it. It's got that perfect mix of exploration, puzzles, and action. The stuff that makes adventure games so addictive. Lara's journey through Siberia feels huge and grounded at the same time. What really makes it worth the money is how complete the experience feels. The main story is long, but there's also plenty of side content, tombs to uncover, relics to find, and upgrades that actually change how you play. It's not just busy work. Everything you do adds to your sense of progress and discovery. The gameplay's smooth too. Climbing, crafting, stealth, and gunfights all blend naturally, so you're never stuck doing one thing for too long. And the world design makes exploration feel rewarding. Even small detours usually lead to something useful or interesting.
I led them to it. We've got to find it first.
Get down!
Incredible.
Keep your eyes open.
Watch around!
To serve a purpose greater than myself. And for the good of all. I carry those words with me on the hunt, no matter where it takes me. And now, I'll carry them with me.
Horizon Forbidden West is the kind of game that justifies the full price tag, no question. Right out the gate, you're sucked into a massive open world that's more than just big. It's full of stories, machines, and landscapes that feel like they were alive. It earns its price because you're getting serious content and polish. The main quest alone gives you dozens of hours, but if you start poking around, exploring ruins, taking down giant machines, checking out side activities, you'll easily double that. Gameplay shines too. Fighting machines with bows, traps, and clever strategy never gets old. Traversing the world, gliding off cliffs, diving underwater, it all adds up to one fluid, fun ride. If you're looking for a game that gives you hours of solid playtime and a full adventure that feels complete and worth every dollar, you're definitely getting that with Horizon Forbidden West. Divinity Original Sin 2 is one of those games that gives you way more than you expect for what you pay. It's a massive RPG that lets you play however you want. Every quest, every fight, every conversation can go in completely different directions depending on your choices. It doesn't force you down a single path. Instead, it gives you the tools and freedom to mess around and figure things out your own way. The turn-based combat is smart and flexible too. You can use the environment to your advantage, combine abilities for crazy effects, and pull off fights that feel genuinely clever when they work out. The writing's sharp, the world's packed with character, and every choice feels like it matters. Divinity Original Sin 2 doesn't just give you a lot of content, it gives you quality that lasts, and that's what makes it worth every dollar.
Attracted by our forbidden magic.
The people turned to the Order for help, but then the Order turned on the people.
Those of us that remain are being hunted, and with good reason. One of us will ascend and become the god Rivellon so desperately needs.
But not yet.
First, we must fight. Together and alone, we must fight for the future of our world.
There's a big mountain to climb. We can do it together. But when we reach that summit, only one of us can be divine.
Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is one of those games that grabs your attention right away. It's a mix of fantasy and mystery that feels totally unique. You're dropped into a world inspired by the Belle Epoque, all elegance and beauty, but underneath, there's this strange curse called the Gommage that wipes out an entire age group every year. It's worth every penny because it feels fresh. The turn-based combat isn't the usual press a button and wait setup. It mixes in timing, dodges, and parries that make every battle feel active. It keeps you involved and thinking instead of zoning out through fights. The world design and art direction are stunning. Every scene looks like a painting, and the attention to detail makes it fun to just stop and look around. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is absolutely worth the cost.
Is this true? Maya's with him. We need to go, now. Who are you?
The Last of Us is one of those games where you feel like your money was totally well spent. From the first scene, you're thrown into a world that's beautiful but broken. Worn-out buildings, abandoned roads, and that quiet tension everywhere. You'll remember the story. Joel and Ellie aren't just characters, you connect with them. Whether you're sneaking past infected, messing with crafting, or making choices that carry weight, the game gives you real moments rather than filler. The time you spend playing doesn't feel wasted at any turn. Gameplay's tight and immersive. Stealth is smart, every shot matters, and the environment works with the story instead of just being background. Old suburbs overgrown with plants, creepy underground labs. They all tell something without needing a word.
Run! There's too many of them!
You ready to haul ass? Come on.
Realize what your life means?
Stop with the bullshit. What are you so afraid of?
Red Dead Redemption 2 is the kind of game where you absolutely feel like you're getting your money's worth. From the moment you ride out with Arthur Morgan and Dutch's gang, you're in a world that lives and breathes. It's worth paying full price because of how polished and complete everything feels. The open world isn't just big, it's packed with detail. Random events, side stories, and hidden spots make exploration fun instead of tedious. When it comes to gameplay, you've got that classic Rockstar mix. Rides across plains, shootouts in rainstorms, quiet moments by a lake watching the sunset. The mechanics are tight, moving from stealthy hunts to full-on clashes, and they all fit together so smoothly they stop feeling like separate pieces. If you're looking for a game that's huge, immersive, and genuinely gives you something for every hour you put in, Red Dead Redemption 2 is absolutely worth the spend.
What about loyalty? Loyal to what matters.
Do as you're goddamn told.
It is us or him!